Hi scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott, and today I am going to be following along with Shimelle's new video, Glitter Girls Adventure number 25, Sticker Surplus. And I just love to watch Shimelle's videos for just trying to speed up my process, which is something that I've been trying to do. I guess that's that's just a perennial effort. Is sometimes I get faster, sometimes I get slower. But one way I get faster some of the time is to follow a sketch or to follow one of Glitter Girls' videos. So she's she's got a video out every Wednesday again. So yahoo! So this is the page that I made today, and you can follow along with me, or you can go watch hers and then follow along with me. And maybe make a couple of pages on the same layout, because once you get one layout that's good, doing it a couple of times really also speeds up your process. Okay, go get your stuff. Let's start scrapbooking. Hi scrapbookers, so I am so excited that Glitter Girl is back making videos, and I love watching her videos. And I used to remember that I would be quite prolific and fast when I was watching her videos and then using her idea as a sketch. So that's what I'm going to do in this layout. I'm going to be using this pack that I created. So hopefully I won't be running all over my scrapbook room, but I'll just be sticking to this pack. So I am following along with Glitter Girl Adventure number 125. It's called Sticker Surplus. So the first, I haven't chosen photographs yet, but the first paper I am going to pick is just going to be something that's mostly white with a little bit of color. So we've done that. Okay, the next up is, and she's used her photographs as inspiration, but I am not doing that because I haven't chosen my photos yet. I am going to use this as the next color, and this will be, this is going to be like my multicolor, I think. So I am going to actually cut this into a 3-inch strip. Just deciding which of the 3 inches I would like. I think I'm going to stick to these 3 inches. So I'll go ahead and trim those off. This is Glitz Design that I've picked. And that's 3 inches. And so one of the things she said in her video that makes a lot of sense is that scrapbook papers are 12 by 12. So, anytime you cut a piece of paper, if you cut them divisible by, one of the factors of 12, you're going to have a good time. Okay, next up is we need a rectangle that's going to go about like this, and I think this will do just fine. So that rectangle is there's going to be 2 4x6 photos. So that's going to be like 9 by 7, let's say. 9 by 7. Okay. So there's one rectangle. And I think she has it maybe going something like this. And now we need another that's slightly smaller than that, that's not got a lot of detail to it. So let's maybe pick, she's picked a small polka dot. I think I am going to pick something else. Let's see. I could deal with this gray, I think. Why not? I'm just really being pretty random here. Oh, we've got a bunch of things back here. Here, maybe this one. Yeah. So that is also, well, mine's not a polka dot, but I think this will work. So this is going to be a little bit, like, let's say 8.5 by 6.5. Gossamer Blue paper called Get Happy by 6.5. I bet you I got that at a scrapbooking yard sale. So there's, and what I'm liking so far, I like this. I'm not sure if I like this. Let's take that out and try something else. Yeah, let's try this. Well, I don't know if I want to try that. So it can speed up your process unless you start getting too picky, like me. I want it to be some kind of a multicolor. Yeah, let's try the cameras. Because why not? That's crepe paper. And so we're again going to cut that into a 3-inch strip. And I'll just pull that other strip just in case I change my mind. So I haven't stuck anything down yet, which is unusual for me because I usually like to stick things down. Maybe. Alright, well, there's that so far. So I'm just kind of trying to build up the background. And then I thought, yeah, I kind of felt like she had something going across this way. But maybe I'm thinking of another layout. She actually has like a Project Life type card coming out over here that she journals on. Let's take a look at these. Maybe this one here, has it would tie in this painterly. Is that what they call it? Painterly? Yeah, these seem like about the same color. So I'm going to pick out this one here. So this is Brandy O'Neill Webster's Pages. I don't recognize that name, which is fine, but I just don't recognize it. So scraplifting is a great thing to do if you are stuck or if you want to speed up your process, because it takes the decision of where to put things out. You don't have to worry about that anymore. So there's where we are so far, and now I need to pick 2 photos. So what I'm going to do is actually I am going to sew around all the edges of all these different papers so they're all going to look the same, and that way it'll just give a little consistency and a little texture. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be back with all of that sewn down. I'm actually not going to sew it down. I'm going to sew it and then paste it down so I can layer. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I had the darndest time with my sewing machine, of course, and so I didn't nail any of this down. And the other thing I did was I picked a few other possible background sheets. So I'm going to pick the photos, and then I'm going to figure out which background I like the best. I picked a stack of photos that I most recently had developed. None of them are awesome. I mean, some of them are awesome. But the thing about this stack is I don't feel like there's a ton of stories to tell. I don't know. They're from my daughter's birthday, from cheerleading, so I guess there are a lot of stories to tell. We went to a Renaissance fair, the Christmas pictures of this cat, pictures of Thanksgiving, so I take that back. There's plenty of stories to tell. I did come across this photo though, which I thought went really well with these two papers, and then I thought about, wouldn't it be cool to do a layout about my father-in-law passing away, because I think he sounds like, oh, that's crazy, but sounds like it. I think I took this picture on one of the nights where he was dying, and so I think I took that picture instead of taking a picture of him. So that kind of caught my eye. But then I was kind of like, I'm not sure. I don't know. And so then I kept looking. And I still haven't totally decided here. Because it would have been cool to pair that with a photo of him that was a little more recent. But then, cat photos. Speaking of that cat, that would be kind of cute, actually. Actually, that would be kind of cute. Because one of the things that one of the photos that I was looking at was a birthday photo, and it was going to be something like this, and I thought that's too much to look at. But then these photos, which have kind of a white background, that seems like a whole lot more better to look at. So let's do that. Save this for another day, although I think that really worked well. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to tell that story like that. And I also don't have a photo that is recent of him that I want to use that's handy. So the other option for photos for this page were from, we were coming home from cheerleading, and this photo incorporates that sunset, which this paint technique isn't really a sunset, but it looks like a sunset. But then I couldn't find two that were that orientation. The rest of them were like this orientation. So let's go with the cat photos. Yep, let's do that. Okay, we'll put these away. I do want to get together, probably in some of my downtime, what I will do is select some photos that I really want to scrapbook. So these two photos just need to be trimmed just a little tiny bit. Let me do that. I mean, I'm just talking just like a hair, not much at all. I think they're going to go like this. So this is the cat that keeps making appearances in these videos. All right, so now let's think about whether we want this background or that background. So now I'm a no on that. This background, which I was kind of a yes on, but now I'm a no on that. Or this background. And I actually think I like the original one. Let's try one more. And it was a piece of paper that she was just kind of having her way with. She started licking it. Crazy cat. So that has some design already in it there. So we'll put these here. Here and then this. I think that's going to be the one that Miss Kitty was all over. Yeah. So let's, I will trim that down, and then we can start the rest of this process. Okay, so I'm going to trim this little strip off the bottom. This is an Amy Tangerine +1. She does some nice videos too. If you haven't seen her videos, I recommend them. So I sort of want to get as much benefit from this side of the page as possible. And these are going to go something like this. And, well, I'm going to miss that. And that's probably just going to have to be okay. All right, let's start adhering. So I did get out my great-grandmother's Paul Revere bowl. This is the good one. It doesn't actually look as great as some of the cheaper ones that I have, but because I think it's real silver, and that's why. So I'm actually just going to cut this in half because I don't need the whole thing. So that will go in the scrap pile. So yeah, one of the things that Shimelle does for making all of her papers kind of cohesive is she edges them all. And I used to try to copy that, and I used to make a big mess. So I know she uses like a Tim Holtz technique thing, and I did at one point have that, and I'm sure I still have it. I'm just not exactly sure where it is, so it doesn't look straight. That needs to be straight. Okay. But I would still make a mess. So then I remember somebody commenting once and saying, oh, well, you're doing it wrong, which I wasn't surprised about. You're doing it wrong because you need to use a different pad. So I think I was using like, I don't know what kind of a pad, but it was apparently the wrong one. So if you know about that, can you tell me about that? And just leave a comment and tell me what kind of distress tool Shimelle uses that doesn't make a mess everywhere. I think I almost know the answer to the question, but then I also think I'm probably wrong. And now I'm just adhering these. Okay. I'll show you what I have and see if that rings any bells. I think I have it here. See, it's been a long while since I've used it. I have a whole drawer full of stuff like that. I have this kind of a thing, which is like a foam pad. That's not what she uses. And then I have like the Distress ink, which I think is what she uses. I've got this thing which came with a this came with like a dry erase board, so that's actually the eraser. I'm thinking that might work. Watch me make a mess. Yeah, I think that Tim Holtz thing, it's like a little tool. I think that must be downstairs. Let's just see how this goes. So I'm putting ink on there, and now I'm just gonna grab, oh yeah, let's just grab paper from that scrap bin. We'll get this thing that we just did. Oh, that kind of works. Okay, maybe I've solved my own problem. This is, yeah, that's the tip of a dry erase eraser. It's not what Shimelle uses, but it's what I have right here, and it seems to be working. Okay, so on my next layout, I will use that. So I'm going to keep out my black soot distress ink and this little tool that I just created. So I'm just going to keep that off to the side. That seems like it does work. Okay, fair enough. Meantime, though, this is what I did the sewing, and it was not so easy. Because my sewing, like the bobbin, okay, so if you know the answer to this, let me know. The bobbin thread kept breaking. And I even got up and changed the bobbin thread. I'm going to just cut this so you can see all that stitching I did on the blue. I don't want to, that totally messes up the margins. Hold on a second. Okay, let's get this in here like this. Because I did all that sewing, I want you to see all that sewing. Otherwise, I wouldn't care so much, but it took me forever. So, it broke like several times during each piece. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So, that was enough to make me get pretty frustrated with my sewing machine. Especially since I used to use Brother sewing machines, and then I finally bought a Janome, which is more expensive and supposed to be better, so I'm pretty frustrated that I'm having bobbin problems again. It must be me, I'm sure, but I don't know. It'd be nice if I didn't have that problem. Say that. Okay. Let's nail that down here. And oops, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just looking at the time and I'm thinking that I probably haven't saved a ton of time making this layout, but it has been easy to make it, so it's nice to have a starting point. And I think that's what Shimelle calls them, starting points, or her sketches she calls starting points. Those are fun to do. You know, I really bet that a big part of why I used to be so prolific was I really did watch her videos quite a bit. I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to pull that over, that little bit over to the other side there. I don't think she did that. She was talking about full bleed, and what she means is these go all the way to the top, and then shouldn't these go all the way? And the answer is probably yes. But we'll probably accomplish that with embellishing. So we're almost to that point. Okay. So this I'm just going to bring all the way over here. It'll just be a tiny little nothing. And I need a ruler. I don't have one handy. So I'm just going to use this as my ruler, even though it's not straight, just to make sure, I probably should make sure that's straight. I want the bottom of that card, it's pretty close. Should just be inched up just a little bit. Just really cram that down there so it doesn't move. Although I'm probably going to move it when I do my embellishing, so that's going to mess that up. Alright, now I need to look back at her layout and see where was the embellishing. Alright. Oops. Okay, here we go. So she had the title here, and then she had a bunch of embellishments here, a couple of embellishments here, and then more embellishments down in that direction. So what's the title? What's the title? Love You. Maybe. I kind of want to write like Cats of Instagram. Because because I do, you know, choose a new thing to photograph. Oh, how about this? How about this? Hello, my name is. Have that. Will that work? Hello, my name is. Maybe that goes down here. I feel like it doesn't. I have a couple of others. Alright, I don't mind it so much over here. So this is not going to get stitched because there's no way I'm going to stitch every embellishment. So just those. So that's a maybe there. And then I have, so I'm grabbing from, show you, those embellishments that I had out. And then we can say like too cute, maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Hey. Yeah, I do like the hey because she's always like in my stuff. So that's sort of the story here is that hey, hello, my name is you like it like this? No. I do like this. I'm not necessarily putting everything down just yet. Oops, let me look at hers again. Oh, you know what might be fun to put on this is some string. You know how they have that, a lot of people make like a mess of string. So I could have like kind of a mess of string here, a mess of string here, and a mess of string down here. Let me grab some baker's twine, and that I think will be cute. Okay, so some of these things I'm just tucking in without laying anything down yet. These might be cute to put on top of the baker's twine. Okay, baker's twine. Let's see, I used to keep it right in my Rascog cart, and I don't see it. It's been a while. Let's see. Let me grab some of that. Okay, I guess I need to go hunt that down. I'll be right back. Okay, I know I have baker's twine somewhere. I didn't find it, but I did find some embroidery floss and ribbons. Just in a little, some beads. I don't think I'll use those. But yeah, I think this will do the trick. So let's pull out some of the stuff, or all of it, see what we have. So I do think I will tape down some of these things that I was like, maybe. Oh, I love double stick tape, but I have a problem with it when it will like kind of cut off. You know what I'm talking about? I think you do. All right. So There we go. All right. And she's actually got a ribbon in the photo. This isn't the same ribbon. That's a similar ribbon. Let's see if we can just cut that and then tuck it under here. How that would look. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cute. So I'm going to just throw some adhesive on there. So I'm not sure this is speeding up my process, but it did get me going. And even though I've been scrapbooking for years, I don't really get into a groove with it until I am really doing it every day. So I need to do that. I need to exercise every day too. I was doing great for a little bit there right after New Year's, as you know, everybody does. And then, then we had the funeral. And so that got me kind of off track. So I need to get back on track. And this year we got a new stepper for Christmas. And I haven't fallen in love with it yet. So I need to fall in love with our new stepper. That's one thing I need to do. And then I have gone to Bikram yoga like 5 times so far this year. So I haven't been totally slacking. There has been significant effort going on. And I've walked I was walking every day and then I stopped. But so in the first 10 days of this year, I think I walked 40 miles or something. Okay, I'm back again. I got cut off while I was just talking away. But I put some ribbons down at the bottom there. And yeah, I've had problems with iTunes and storage, so I hope this doesn't completely ruin his day, but I deleted my son's iPhone backup on the cloud. Hopefully that won't do anything super bad. But it was taking up most of our family's storage plan, so sorry, kid. I think he just has a lot of games and probably too many. So, whoops. If you hear about that, I don't know anything about that. No, I'll just tell him I was having a problem. Alright, so we're going to do those kind of little messy nests of... You see these a lot in digital scrapbooking, I feel like. They do these little piles of yarn or baker's twine or something. So I want it to be intentionally messy. Something like this. And then I'll tuck some of this underneath here. You can see some of the adhesive, but then I will go ahead and put this little doodad over it. I feel like it needs something a little bigger underneath it. Maybe a sticker. How about the sticker that says together that we don't really need to say together? Let's see if that works. No, that's the wrong color. But I'm on the right track. So we'll take the one that says always We'll put it right here. So it just gives a little base for that sticker to sit on. There we go. And then let's do that again in a couple of places. So we'll do, how about this blue over, or actually I kind of like this one better, this teal color over here. So I'm just trying to make it kind of messy. And then I think this time I'm just going to stick the sticker right over it. And then I will put the sticker over that. It says, hello, as in hello kitty. You can really tell that there's an R there. So I don't really want you to see that part. Let me try that again. Okay. I have to make my little messy nest again. Here we go. Hello. And then we're going to do one more of those up here. Oh, let's do the little, well, I would do the LOL, except that there's no, I need the bigger sticker thing. So I'm just going to use the flower, even though it doesn't seem like it relates to anything else here. And then I need, again, some twine, or whatever you want to call this. Let's use a different color. This peachy color will work. So I'm just intentionally trying to make a messy nest. That's what they call them. I don't like that. It's got to be controlled messy. So I'm just kind of wrapping it around two of my fingers, and that's probably plenty. I just had too much there. I'll just slap on some adhesive there. And now, anyways, I was going into a big long explanation of what I'm doing for exercise in 2016. So I don't know how much of that you got. Let's just say I am committed, but I could be doing it more consistently. Yeah. Seems too big up there, doesn't it? Let's see. And I also went into a big, long complaint session about iTunes and the cloud, and hoping that I didn't completely kill my son's storage. This is not working. Okay. How do people get things to look so random? So sometimes you want it to make it, you know, like when you see Jennifer Aniston on a commercial and she looks all beautiful and effortless, but you know that if you just walked around in sweatpants and a t-shirt, you couldn't do an Aveeno commercial. Okay, so we have to put a little effort in. Okay, so I've got messy, 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 and the thing that Shimelle did was she did a different, she did something different in each of the clusters. So let's see. So there is a little heart. Is that going to work? I don't think so. No. I want it to. Because then I could have like something a little dark blue in each one of these, but have it made out of something different. Does that work? It seems just messy. So no, this keeps trying to go on different layouts and it keeps not working. Okay. Oh, this would be cute. So this is scissors. So, kind of like, cut it out, you know. Like, stop being so cute, and also, stop messing with my stuff. Let's see if we can get that kind of in there. Maybe down a little bit. No. Now I'm messing up my messy block. Okay. I don't know if you can tell those are scissors, but they are. And I think that works. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit of that same vibe going over here. That could work, maybe. There's just a little square. That could work too. I think I like that because it seems like the easiest to accomplish. This one says love. No, I think I like this better. Alright, so we'll remember, if you let, oh, look at what it is on the back. That's just way too cute. I can't use that. Ah. Alright, let's try this over here. Oh, I feel like that's horrible. No, this heart is harder to use than you would think. Okay. Let's look for just a little bit of, let's see if we can find some scrap with that darker blue floral. I don't think I have any yet. These are the other scraps. Those I don't think are going to work. No. But I want to get a little bit of that blue over there. And I also don't want to use that side, so that's my dilemma. You know what's so crazy though is I'll probably never use that other side. It's true. Alright, I think you can tell that that's a heart, even if it's hiding a little bit in there. And the other side says too cute, and then that is too cute. And what am I going to do with myself, huh? Let's just go to the source, the big paper, which I know I do have. Yeah, there it is. Oh, we could just take like this side little branding strip, so I don't have to totally cut into that whole 12 by 12. I can just get a little bit of that dark blue over here with this. That will work. Okay. Alright, so I put half of the strip up here and half of the strip down here. Now let me do some journaling here. Right here. Where's my pen? I'll get it together one of these days. It's true. It'll happen. It's happened before. It's been a while. All right. Oh, little Evie cat. You really crapped in your Christmas pie. That's a thing we say in our family. You crapped in your Christmas pie. You really crapped in your Christmas pie in Allie's room. And now you live with me. And we're still getting used to each other. Okay. It's true. We're still, she's just in my stuff. So I'm still figuring out how that works. But she's a good little cat. I like her well enough. We'll keep her. Yeah. I put my adhesives up here. Now what else do I need? I need some date stamps. So it's something that I rarely use, but I ought to. So I thought I saw one, yeah, over here. I'm going to try to put it back where it belongs. Here we go. So I'm going to, so I don't need any sayings, I just want to have the date. So it seems like they all have the date and a saying. 2018. Let's see. So now we're in 2016. I'll say January. Although I think I took this in December. I'll just say December 15th. Because I'm just going to make... That's about when she crapped in her Christmas pie. And already Instagrammed. Because she's like the cat of Instagram. A cat on Instagram, I should say. There's lots of cats there. And let's just test this out on the back of something else. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I really don't do date stamps enough. And they're pretty cute. Let me just put some up here. Just because I never put them anywhere. There. I put them all over the place now. I'll have to get used to that. So I actually, in one of my Alex drawers, I set up a little station for all of those date stamps. So hopefully I will use them some more. Let me go get the phone. All right, I'm back. So my husband does not have band camp tonight. He usually does. This is Wild and Free, which she's not, but she is kind of wild and crazy. So let's just put that in there. That's part of the little branding strip from a different paper line, but for some reason I was just, it was in my hands. I was getting rid of it. So Wild and Free, which she's not, but too bad, kitty. Okay, I think what's missing for me is a title, and Shimelle put her title over here, but I think I'm going to put mine right over the photo here. And I could use this what I want to do is definitely use something that has a hashtag. So let's see. I loved in her video here's a hashtag. There's not really any other purple in here, but I don't care. So hashtag what? Oh, hello, my name is, and then hashtag, let's write her name. Even though we don't really call her her name. So her name is Evie. But I actually, when I hashtag her, I do Evie Cat. So let me see if I have enough room for that. You'd be surprised if you get onto Instagram and you hashtag Evie Cat. There's so many Evie Cats that it's like a Pokemon character, and my daughter named the cat. There's so many that I had to actually do Allison's Evie Cat, so that when I type on my hashtag, I can actually find just pictures of my own cat. Guess I should really claim the cat, because she's mine now. And it's so funny because my husband always said, like, oh, you can, I'll never live with a cat. I don't like cats. But he likes the cat. He really does. He won't tell you he does. But he plays with her, and he likes her. So there you go, hashtag. Let's see if I can make this more like a V. Evie Cat. Alright. I'm feeling like the Evie Cat isn't standing out enough, so I'm going to do my trick with Copics. You know what I think is part of the reason that when you're scrapbooking all the time, you scrapbook faster, is that you know where everything is. I think that's it. I think you just get a familiarity with like where everything is, and then you keep reaching for the same stuff, so then you it's just all around easier. So I'm just going to use this color, Carmine. Isn't that Laverne and Shirley, like Shirley's boyfriend's name? Carmine? I don't know anybody else named Carmine. But I just want these to be a little bit more standing out. So I think that helped. I think it did. I think you'll be able to see them better in the photograph of this than you are right now. I'm calling it done. I'm calling it done. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend. Talk to you later.